Director, Denise Etter. To her left is Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Mary Cornwall. And to her left is our District Administration Manager, Advanced Communicator Silver, Advanced Leader Bronze, Allison Laird. Now that we have officially called this business meeting to order, I need to take care of a few housekeeping rules. All members are welcome to attend today's business meeting. However, only voting members of the District Council or their proxies may deliberate. The District Council is comprised of club presidents, vice president education, area and division directors, administration manager, finance manager, public relations manager, immediate past district director, club growth director, program quality director, and district director. The Credentials Committee report will be given by the Credentials Chair, which is our District Administration Manager, Advanced Communicator Silver, Advanced Leader Bronze, Allison Laird.
Thank you, Jen. We have had 62 club votes issued, which gives us quorum, as we were required to have 50 club votes for quorum. Additionally, we've had 17 ballots issued for the District Executive Committee, for a total of 79 votes issued today. We have quorum and we may hold our election. That concludes the credential report. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison. Congratulations, we have a quorum and this can be conducted and acted upon. Now that we have officially called this annual business meeting to order, parliamentarian, competent communicator, competent leader, Jim Hewlings will take care of some standing rules of this meeting.
Thank you. In this meeting, when you are addressing the chair to make a motion or to add the discussion, please stand and be recognized by the chair. Then state your first name, your last name, your club name for the administration manager to record. To help expedite business, the chair will use unanimous consent. When you hear the chairman use the phrase, if there are no objections, if you have an objection, please stand. State your name, your club name, and your objection will be heard and considered by the assembly. Otherwise, if there are no objections, you will give unanimous consent. Only those carrying votes may make a motion. Any motions made must be presented in writing to the administration manager, Allison Laird, immediately upon completion of the motion. We have the form up. For debates, no member may speak for more than 2 times on any one motion, and each of those speeches will be limited to 2 minutes maximum. We will be following Robert's Rules of Order. Robert's Rules of Order will be observed. Thank you.
Thank you. If there are no objections, the standing rules will be adopted. Hearing no objections, the standing rules are adopted. You have the printed agenda before you. There is one revision. Media Pass District Director Hollis Batista is not able to attend, and there is no District Leadership Committee available, so I will be reading her District Leadership nomination report. That is the only change to the agenda. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Margaret Brown, Pro-Mac Coleman speaking. Motion to approve the agenda.
Madam Secretary, area, second.
Motion made, motion seconded. Unanimous consent. Steve. Motion passed.
Now I have to vote. All in favor, say aye.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Thank you, Bruce. The chair appoints Program Quality Director from District 18, Distinguished Toastmaster Elizabeth Carter as timer. We will now move on to reports. With the resignation of Finance Manager, Cindy Davensizer was selected and approved by the District Executive Committee on Saturday, January 6, 2018. May I have a motion to confirm Cindy Davensizer as Finance Manager?
Samantha Cortez, Oakland. I motion to accept Cindy.
Second.
Stevie Watson, culturally speaking, second.
Motion to second as per vote. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. Please help me welcome Audit Committee Chair, Competent Communicator, Competent Leader, Joe Schmidt, to present the mid-year audit report.
Thank you, Madam District Director. Fellow Toastmasters. This year, the audit committee consisted of 3 members of the Beacon Club. One was Francis Hart, who is a GE Capital advisor. The next was Tim Maloney, who was a small business owner, and myself, also a small business owner. We had determined by the end of December that all the records were verifiable and that your District 13 money is being spent properly. The first half of the year, though, wasn't that easy, and in fact, you can read in the reports, there was a bit of turmoil. As we all know, we lost our district director, we lost a Toastmaster, and most of all, we lost a friend when we lost Francine Milligan in November. Francine was the audit chair when I was treasurer for the district. Right after that, we lost, by resignation, our finance director. So it kind of gives you a picture of what the district looked like and the records looked like at the time. To try to put this puzzle back together again, Jennifer Sell moved into the position of district director. And I think as a good example of Toastmaster leadership and management, she began to assemble a team to try to put these financial records in good order again. And what she did is she enlisted Mary Cornwall, a previous financial director, and also Cindy Davensizer, who was not only a Toastmaster, but has 30 years of accounting experience. So that is why we were able to verify all these records and know that everything is in good order at the end of the year. The only other thing I wanted to say is the next 2 pages in there is pretty boring to read. But it is about record keeping in general and how financial reviews and audits could be made a little bit easier. And we are all under the direction of Toastmasters International headquarters. And we have to do things by their rules. However, there should be one, in my opinion, there should be one place, one register where all entries of deposits and disbursements should be made. And then that same entry, there should be a memo for further clarification if needed. In addition, there should be a reference number on every one of those entries so that an audit team, a financial review team can go back and reference the exact support material that goes with it. With records like that, I think that the review process would be much simpler and it would take a much shorter time. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. The quarter 3 profit and loss report was prepared by Finance Manager Cindy Davensizer and is in your district council packet. It has been reviewed by World Headquarters to ensure it follows the proper guidelines. Districts must review and amend, if necessary, its alignment of clubs, areas, and divisions each year. Please welcome Alignment Committee Chair, Distinguished Toastmaster Nate Stevens, to present the 2018-2019 District Alignment.
Does everybody have a handout? We have a recommendation for some changes in how our clubs are. And if you go to this, you can see all of our recommendations here. What we're trying to do is make sure that there are enough clubs in each area. This is not always easy to do because we'd like to have a balance of clubs that are struggling a little bit as well as clubs that are doing extremely well. That way, we're not taxing some of our area directors too much. Now, I didn't mention in the spreadsheet here all the clubs, how they're doing with that. And unfortunately, we've lost a number of clubs this year. We also have to balance things. Ideally, we like to have at least 4 clubs in each area. There is one exception. We have Area 35 that has 3 clubs. That's not ideal, but we can live with that, hopefully. As you're looking at that, I think there's always that question that comes up, how many contestants can we send to the contest? That's always the big thing that comes up, and of course that doesn't change at all. Unless you have more or less clubs in your area. Any comments, suggestions for this? That's kind of a lot to look at first. We did move some around. We're trying to get a balance for where these clubs are geographically. We don't want any that are too far apart. We have a bit of a challenge with Division C. That's kind of spread out all over the universe. And Division D is extremely compact. It's all downtown clubs. Any comments, suggestions? I'm going to turn us back to Jennifer. We can vote on this. I'm going to turn us back to you.
Do I have a motion to approve the alignment?
Josh Dilley, South Hills Toastmasters. I move to approve the proposed alignment.
Do I have a second?
Dana Mitnick, McKeesport area, number 901, second the motion to accept the alignment.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. The District Leadership Committee is responsible for seeking out prospective candidates, evaluating and interviewing candidates, nominating candidates, and providing a complete report of candidates. The 2018-2019 slate of district leader candidates are as follows. District Director, Jennifer Sell. Program Quality Director, Denise Etter. Club Growth Director, Mary Cornwall. Division A Director, Josh Dilley. Division B Director, Bob Johnson. Division C Director, Dave Jones. Division D Director, Jackie Collier. Toastmasters International Protocol 9.0 district campaigns and elections require the following. For each office, the district director inquires whether there are additional nominations from the floor. Floor candidates must be nominated by a member of the district council or their proxy holder. Floor candidates may self-nominate when they are a member of the district council or a proxy holder. Floor candidates, or in their absence, their representatives state their eligibility qualification. Floor candidates for district director, program quality director, club growth director, finance manager, and division director must sign the officer agreement and release statement prior to the election. Only the officer agreement and release statement of those elected are sent to world headquarters. The district director may declare any proven floor candidate policy violations to the district council. When nominations are complete, the district director declares the nomination for that office closed. After nominations are closed, candidate speeches are given. The candidate speaks on his or her own behalf. If the candidate is not present, an authorized representative may speak for the candidate. If there's only one candidate nominated, no speech is given. A candidate's representative may not be a member of the district executive committee, a member of the DLC, the credentials chair, or any other meeting official, unless he or she resigns before the district council's annual meeting begins. The balloting for each office takes place immediately following candidate speeches. The number of votes that a member may cast is governed by Article 10, Section E of the District Administrative Bylaws. After nominations for an office are closed, if there is only one candidate for the office, the district director may entertain a motion to dispense with the secret ballot for the uncontested office, or instruct the administration manager to cast a single vote for the candidate. The district officer candidates are responsible for appointing one observer to monitor the integrity of the voting and ballot counting process. Each election is completed and the winner announced before moving on to the subsequent election. Candidates nominated for one office and not elected to the office may be nominated from the floor for subsequent offices. Any candidate who receives a simple majority of the votes cast is declared elected. In the event no candidate receives a simple majority of the votes cast for a contested office, voting continues with the use of special ballots and without the name of the candidate receiving the fewest votes. Such a procedure continues until one of the candidates receives the majority of the votes cast. Upon adjournment of the district council's annual meeting, all election results are final. Results of the election are displayed on the district website as soon as possible. Candidate speeches are a maximum of 2 minutes. The timer will show the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, red card at 2 minutes, and then they will lead the applause. As I was instructed by World Headquarters, District Services, I shall conduct the elections with the exception of District Director, which shall be conducted by Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Denise Etter. Elections for the 2018-2019 District Leader term will now commence. Up a little bit. For each position, I will call for nominations, any additional nominations 3 times. After I have called for nominations 3 times, I will declare nominations closed. If there are no candidates for a position, I will instruct the district leader to search for a candidate and hold elections for that position at a later date. If there is only one candidate for a position, I will advise the administration manager to cast the deciding ballot. I will now give control of the district director election to Program Quality Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Denise Etter.
We will commence with the nominations for the position of District Director. Are there any nominations? Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations for District Director? Hearing none, I declare nominations closed for the position of District Director. If there are no objections, I declare Jennifer Sell elected to the office of District Director by acclamation, and will entertain a motion to instruct the administration manager to cast one ballot for this unopposed candidate. All in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried.
We will commence with the nominations for the position of Program Quality Director. Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations for the position of Program Quality Director? I declare the nominations for the position of Program Quality Director closed. If there are no objections, I declare Denise Etter elected to the office of Program Quality Director by acclamation, and will entertain a motion to instruct the administration manager to cast one ballot for this unopposed candidate.
And under area, I make motion to elect Denise Etter, Distinguished Toastmaster, as Program Quality Director.
Denise Maloney, Ambassadors, I second that motion.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carried. We will now commence with the nominations for the position of Club Growth Director. Are there any nominations?
Madam District Governor, Charles Wilson, State College Toastmasters. I place a nomination, Club Growth Director, Distinguished Toastmaster, Patty Thor, the Penn State Pictures.
Would Patty Thor please stand? Or, sorry, is there a seconder to the motion? You don't need to stand.
Do you want me to stop it now?
Second.
Monroeville will be speaking. I second the nomination for Patty Lloyd.
Patty, please stand. Will you let your name stand for Club Growth Director?
I will.
Can you tell us your qualification?
Well, I'm a distinguished Toastmaster. I've been a area governor, back when I was a governor, president of Penn State Pingers. That was the first year we did President's Distinguished. We went from 9 members to 5 members.
Okay.
President's Distinguished.
You're qualified then, thank you. Okay. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations for the position of Club Growth Director? I declare the nominations closed for the position of Club Growth Director. Hearing no further nominations, I declare the nominations closed. There is an opportunity at this point to hear up to a 2-minute speech from each of the candidates. Timer. Please indicate green at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red at 2 minutes, and then you will leave the applause at 2 minutes. The candidates will be called in alphabetical order of last name. First will be Mary Cornwall.
Thanks, Jen. Last fall, Denise and Jennifer reached out to me after we lost Francine Milligan and said, Mary, would you step up and fulfill the responsibilities of the club growth director and her and now we need to change after she's passed away? I said yes. I immediately started looking at what the situation was with our district and how I could help. Our mission talks about building new clubs and helping all clubs achieve excellence. I started working with many leads and have some that are right now ready to charter. Got paperwork in the works. Thank you, John, for all your help. But I also realized most of our clubs are really struggling with membership. Nate mentioned that a lot of them were folding this year. A lot of members, low membership. So I reached out to our membership at large and was able, in the short time frame, in the 5 months that I've been in this office so far, is to get 17 members paired up with the struggling clubs, to be club coaches. One thing that I'm very proud of is I looked back at my wheelhouse and I said, you know what, when I was area governor, I was one of 2 to reach President's Distinguished that year. How did I do it? I focused on collaboration. So one thing that I've initiated so far this year that we've never had in our district before is a club coach collaboration. It's something that happens every month that allows our club coaches to meet together to talk about their successes and their challenges. Hopefully, what's happening with that is actually that they're learning from each other, helping each other succeed as club coaches, and in turn their respective clubs. I'd love to continue this and allow for continuity of the items that I'm working on and the clubs that I'm chartered. I respectfully ask for your vote for Club Growth Director. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Now, Patty Thorpe.
Toastmasters changes lives. Whose life here has been changed through Toastmasters? What I want to bring to Club Growth Director is the passion that I have. Anyone who knows me knows I'm a 24/7 Toastmaster. I brought Toastmasters into clubs on the beach in Aruba. I share Toastmasters with me everywhere I go. I share the benefits, the growth, and one example, I invited Eli to our club. He came to one meeting, went home, shared what he learned at that meeting with his daughter. Do you know his daughter stopped using ums and ahs and started counting his? We changed lives. The lives of members, their families, their co-workers, and communities. Even our guests and their families. What I want to do is spread that passion, encourage and ignite each one of you to share in the same way that I do. Because if we do that, everything else will be successful. Clubs will want to grow as we share with people who work in a different company. They say, hey, we don't have a Toastmasters club at our company. We can get those leads. And I want to install a system where we filter leads out. I want to encourage each area director, each club president, and club officers and club members to forward club leads up through the council. And let's get those clubs started. Let's get those members in. And let's make our district presidents distinguished. I have experience getting from here to back up. 4 years in a row, our club has made presidents distinguished. And I know with my passion, we can share that ignite you guys, and we can make President's Distinguished District next year. Thank you.
Thank you, Patty. We will now conduct voting by your ballots. You can remove District Director, Program Quality Director, and vote for Mary Cornwall or underneath Ray Patty Thor's name. Our ballot counters today are Distinguished Toastmaster Michael Cortez and Competent Communicator, Advanced Leader Bronze, Roshni Topay. They will be around to collect your ballots. You need to check mark either by Mary Cornwall's name or write Patty's name in and put a check mark by hers. Are all votes collected? Last call. Each candidate may send a representative to watch the ballot counting. 41 votes. The winner elected is Patty Thor. We will commence with nominations for the position of all division directors. Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations for the position of all the division directors? Hearing no nominations, I declare nominations closed. If there are no objections, I declare the Division A Director, Josh Dilley, Division B Director, Bob Johnson, Division C Director, Dave Jones, and Division D Director, Jackie Collier. By acclamation, I will entertain a motion to instruct the administration manager to cast one ballot for this unopposed candidate. Do I have a motion?
Michael Zimmerman, South Hills, motion to cast a ballot.
Second.
Kurt Perry, Ken Hills, second.
Those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carried. Please help me congratulate the new district officers for 2018-2019. We will now move on to
District Director. What about Finance Manager?
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I forgot to put that in my script. I did have it in my script and I completely missed over because my caffeine is gone for the day. I apologize. We will commence with the nominations for the position of Finance Manager.
District Director, Florida Majors, Top Times Toastmasters. I would like to make a nomination for District Finance Manager, Susan Yu.
Do I have a second?
Stevie Watson, culturally speaking, second for Susan Yu.
Susan, if you would please stand. Do you accept? And you have basic understanding of bookkeeping practices?
I need so. Think about this way. How often would we ask to fill out the question in a form? Then, what kind of question did people ask? What car was your favorite first car you buy? What's your mother missing? And what's your dream job? Whenever I had those kind of questions, my answer,
Thank you. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations for the position of Finance Manager? If there are no objections, I declare Susan Yu elected to the office of Finance Manager by acclamation and will entertain a motion to instruct the Administration Manager to cast one ballot for this unopposed candidate. Do I have a motion? There was no other candidate on the ballot, so Susan Yu is the only candidate. Do I have a motion?
Excuse me, District Director, in the letter from DTM Hollis Batista, it noted about Cynthia having to run from the floor.
It does, and I spoke with Cindy, and she is not running from the floor.
I think that was the hush
Okay.
concern in the crowd. Thank you very much.
I apologize. I apologize. On the ballot, there is no candidate listed, so Susan Yu is the only candidate.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Smith, Cortez, Oakland, I make the motions.
Those in favor?
Second, sorry, I told you I'm running out of caffeine.
John Parker Powell, Toastmasters, I second the motion.
Thank you.
Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carried. We will now move on to reports. Immediate past District Director report by Distinguished Toastmaster Hollis Batista's report is in the District Council packet. Please help me welcome our Public Relations Manager, Advanced Communicator Silver, Advanced Leader Bronze, Max Lieber.
Fellow Toastmasters, I'll keep my report brief. I'm not too much mission to disclose at this point in time. Just some accomplishments. Created some press releases for the spring conference and used some local traditional media sources. Also created a meetup page for the spring conference. Curated some social media creatives for the Beat the Clock membership drive. With Donna Colodi, our contest chair, open house chair as well. And lastly, concluded various social media posts with varieties on the road that goes with the spring conference. That will conclude my public relations manager report. Thank you.
welcome our Club Road Director, distinguished Toastmaster Mary Cornwall, to give her Club Road Director.
Thank you all. Just a quick, I'll keep it simple, because some things were actually covered in our lunch when we gave awards. As far as our new club summary, we have one club that started earlier this year, and we have several in motion at the moment. Two that have submitted their initial paperwork to charter. We've also had demo meetings in the last month or so with Robert Morris University, Allegheny County Airport Authority, as well as Thermo Fisher. And we're also talking with some folks like S&P Ariba, there's some folks in the Monroeville area, so there's a lot that are in motion at the moment to be chartered very soon, so that should make life nice for the President's Distinguished next year. The club coach summary, as I mentioned, we have a lot of coaches that are clubs that are struggling with their membership. We had 17 new people assigned as club coach or as appointed as club coach. We still are in need of club coaches, and that's what the next summary is showing, how many clubs have coaches and how many are still in need of them. And there's actually some flyers out on the marketing table about that, so if you're interested in being a sponsor for a coach's help or start a club or coach one, welcome. Next, we just share what our club base is. We've had some clubs this year that a lot of corporate changes as far as Cigna. A lot of their folks are now working from home, so it makes it impossible for them to have meetings, so they disbanded. EQT had a corporate change. They're also disbanding. So that's the reason for a lot of our clubs that have closed this year, why they're closing. But we reached out to those members and worked with them as far as letting them know for local clubs that are around them, trying to keep the members in other clubs. Moving over to other clubs, switching to each should then make those clubs a little bit smaller. First, we had membership drives, suspending the talk up Toastmasters and beat the clock, and just to keep us a little bit on time here, since those were covered at the luncheon, is the awards area. I won't read them. That's my report. Back to you, Jim.
Please welcome our program quality director, distinguished Toastmaster Denise Etter, to give her report.
Quickly on the pathway summary, first thing we all need to say is thanks to our ambassadors and guides. Important though, going forward, we're discussing putting together a team of, I guess, pathways support for our clubs through the 2020 conversion, which I think is going to be important to the continued success and momentum that we have in pathways right now. We're looking at filling those roles and how we might go about setting up that committee. The education goal summary. The key to this, as I look at the report online at the dashboard, is membership payments. We're doing quite well in achievements in education and leadership, but it seems that membership payments are key to the educational goals reaching the distinguished level. Club officer training this year will be Saturday, July 14th at Westmoreland Community College, chaired by Randy Falcon. There will be, I do not have a conference summary for today. I hope you all are having a great time. And I'll wait for your feedback. About the feedback, one thing that we didn't mention this all day, I guess I should have, I apologize, was that we've usually done evaluations and surveys at the end of workshops and at the end of sessions. Instead of doing that, we're going to send out a constant contact survey about the entire day, where you can designate which sessions you attended, which workshops you attended, which keynotes you enjoy, what parts of the day you like. So that'll be all on one constant contact survey. Try to save a little time in our session without having to do that paperwork. The TLI survey we sent out through constant contact really worked well. I got a lot of great feedback, and I was able to share that feedback quite easily with all of the presenters, just by sorting and sending down a spreadsheet of what they asked for. Specifically, I know Donna Cody asked for information about her occurs, and I was able to send her a quite nice report about feedback from her session. So those surveys, the online surveys, are working well for us. We just need to increase our click rate and our open rate is always important. Speech contest summary. If everyone could please keep this in mind, this is a big change for us in District 13. It's a big change for the entire international group of us. That there are fall contests are not endorsed and not sanctioned by international. So it leaves us in a situation where we won't receive the support from international if we, or our clubs, are holding contests. They are going to provide us with materials and direction of what kind of events they would like us to hold in the fall, and there will be some kind of educational or leadership event. It is not a contest that they are asking us to do anymore. And so we did send a survey for that as well, and we did get some good feedback, and that is something that the leadership team will take into consideration. The survey, and I guess we'll discuss this further once we get into July 1 of the next year. But as it looks right now, your next big conference and contest will be in spring of 2019. And incentives. We have a nice report today from Laura. Thank you very much. And the incentives will continue through June 30th of this year. And at the fall event, we will acknowledge all of the incentives for the entire year.
Thank you, Denise. I'm sorry, Madam Program Quality Director. Connor Tournaments VA Club. I'm just a little bit confused. You said the fall event, but we're not having a conference. We're going to have an event.
They're encouraging club building, membership building, starting our clubs off strong with, I don't want to call it a distraction, but kicking off the year is busy, and then I guess the concern is putting the contest in there. So they're asking us to have a club building, a membership and education, a leadership event, but it's not going to be a contest. They're asking us to refocus, but I guess they're refocusing what our initial goals are to kick off our years.
I know we always did the end of year, business year or calendar year recognition at the fall conference. So I'm curious how we're going to do that, because we're recognizing now, but we won't know real true results for all the other recognition. I was curious about that.
And that's where this event will come in, that we will have some kind of recognition event for the goals and the achievements earned through June 30th.
Thank you.
That's a concern, yes.
Thank you. Moving on to my report. My congratulations to these clubs in District 13 who have achieved Distinguished, Select Distinguished, and President's Distinguished status. To the remaining clubs, there is still plenty of time to reach Distinguished or better status. Reach out to your area or division director for resources. For speech contests, congratulations to all of the District 13 members who competed in the evaluation and international speech contest at the club level, and then who went on to represent at the area, division, and district. You should be very proud. My thanks and appreciation to the 2017-2018 club coaches, sponsors, and mentors during this Toastmasters year. Your hard work and dedication to the district and its members does not go unnoticed. My deepest thanks and appreciation to the 2017-2018 District Executive Committee during this Toastmasters year. The District Executive Committee made sure to work hard to make sure members matter most. And the District Council, please thank you for attending today's business meeting. Some Toastmasters International announcements. District 13 is moving from Region 7 to Region 6 on July 1st, 2018. On the back of your program is the district alignment for next year. On to new business. During the annual business meeting at the International Convention in Chicago on Saturday, August 25th, the even-numbered region international directors, as well as international officers, will be elected. Candidates or their representatives may give a speech in their region prior to the election. District 13 is moving to Region 6, as previously mentioned. The 2017-2018 International Leadership Committee has nominated Distinguished Toastmaster Carol Perhinsky and Distinguished Toastmaster David Wiley for Region 6 International Director candidates. Distinguished Toastmaster Kim Karachi I can spell it all now. Is representing Carol Perhinsky, and past District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Jenna Lee Taylor is representing David Wiley. There's an opportunity at this point to hear up to a 2-minute speech from each candidate. Timer, please indicate the green at 1 minute, yellow at 1.5 minutes, and red at 2 minutes, and leave the applause at 2 minutes. Representing Carol Perhinsky, please help me welcome Distinguished Toastmaster Kim Karachi.
Ladies and gentlemen, I come to endorse Carol Perhinsky as for the position of International Director of Region 6. Has Toastmasters changed your life? Let me tell you about Professor Carol Perhinsky's reviews from her students in 2006, giving her the worst she ever received. Was she in jeopardy in her job? Maybe, but 2 different people at 2 different events told her, join Toastmasters. She did, and her life changed. As we all have, she learned public speaking skills. She learned how to give effective and positive evaluations. Carol's profession turned around. She got great reviews from her students after that. But Carol didn't leave Toastmasters. She continued her journey. She's taken on officer roles, district leadership. She served as Chief Ambassador and most recently Region Advisor, Region 6. She learned how to become a leader. I've met and worked with Carol, and I volunteered to participate in Carol's campaign for the International Board. You met Carol last year at the fall conference when she spoke to you in an education session about expanding your creativity. I believe you've witnessed for yourself the kind of woman Carol is and the kind of Toastmaster she's become. At the International Conference in Chicago this summer, I asked for you to support by vote or by proxy for Carol Perhinsky for International Director. Thank you very much.
Representing David Wiley, please help me welcome past District Director, Distinguished Toastmaster Jenna Lee Taylor.
Lead, listen, laugh, love. Toastmasters lead by enlightening others to recognize the values that they may not see in themselves. As we help nurture these qualities in those around us, we all grow together. Empowering others to become better leaders helps us grow as leaders ourselves. The first time I met Dave Wiley, he had just been elected as Lieutenant Governor of Education and Training. At the same time, I had lost Division Governor by 1 vote. I was devastated. Dave walked up to me, gave me a huge hug, and reminded me that there would always be a place for my leadership and my voice within District 10. This is the level of compassion and dedication that I have seen from Dave, both inside and outside of Toastmasters. Several years later, he was called upon by the district to go through the trio positions once again. I served as district director as he was program quality director. After that year, I can proudly say that I still trust, respect, and even like him. Combining the skills of leadership, listening,
the ability to laugh with others and at ourselves, and to love unconditionally, along with the core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence, can only make the world we live in a better place. Lead, listen, laugh, love. This is the platform on which Dave Wiley stands. Thank you for considering allowing Dave to impact the future of Toastmasters as the Region 6 International.
Thank you both for representing each candidate. Is there any urgent district business? Hearing none, we will move on to announcements. The 2018-2019 elected district leaders, please see me immediately after the district council meeting. The next district council meeting for District 13 will be held virtually at a date to be determined no later than September 30th. It is tentatively scheduled for Saturday, August 11th. May I have a motion to adjourn?
Smith Cortez, motion to adjourn.
This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.